Namaste. This video is going to be on vacuum breathing and some questions associated with vacuum breathing. There seems to be a lack of clarity generally. Where is vacuum breathing done? Obviously, it's done within the nadis of the body. And when we speak of nadis, more specifically, it has to be done in the Sushumna channel. Sometimes it's equated with the vagus nerve. It runs up the spine from the tailbone all the way up towards the crown chakra, Sahasrara, as we call it in Sanskrit. Who can do it? Anyone who has cleansed their nadis, especially the Sushumna nadi, they should be able to do it. Is vacuum breathing meant for all? Well, that's a difficult question. Unless one has done the preparations required, it cannot be done by all. And if people try to do it, they might actually end up hurting themselves. We've heard stories about how people trying to raise Kundalini energy have ended up becoming all messed up because their energy is all over the place. And if the energy is not channeled well up the spine through the chakras, if it gets stuck somewhere, all kinds of strange stuff can happen to people. So therefore, it cannot be answered as yes, it's okay for all. It's not okay for all, though of course technically it could be. Who should do it? Someone who has worked on his system, cleansed his nadis, created the pathway from the Sushumna. They are the ones who are eligible or equipped to do the vacuum breathing technique. What does the vacuum breathing technique deliver? Among the important things that it delivers are, first, it cleanses the system, especially of kapha-related issues. I know that firsthand because my body has been a kapha type of body. It has produced a lot of kapha, and therefore, kapha means phlegm, mucus, and so on. And therefore, when I've used vacuum breathing, it's helped me to cleanse the system very, very beautifully. When the system is cleansed of phlegm, it means the pranamaya kosh, the energy body, is equipped to handle the flow of energy with far, far greater ease than normal. How often should it be done? After due preparation, after having done whatever is required to create the cleansing, etc., in the body, it can be done very often. I have seen no problem. One should start with it gently, go little by little, and then go the whole hog if they want. How is it to be done? To do vacuum breathing, first access your Sushumna nadi. Sushumna nadi is the nadi that runs from the tailbone all the way up the spine, all the way through to the Sahasrara. When we access the Sushumna nadi to do vacuum breathing, we first exhale out fully, create an emptiness along that path, and then pull that emptiness upwards. Followed, not for long, for a couple of moments, couple of seconds maybe, and then follow it up with a breath all the way up. Where does this breath come from? If you've done the SWA-TANTRA KRIYA techniques, if you've learned, you will know how to connect the different channels of breath through the body. Most people, when they breathe, they find the breath enters at the nostrils, goes till the lungs, till the heart, that area. Sometimes some people feel it goes till the belly button area. Is that enough? No. It should go deeper. It should go all the way down till the Mooladhara. Many people have very little understanding of it, and they don't know how to get the breath there. Is that all there is to vacuum breathing? No. When we practice vacuum breathing, we use the vacuum or the pull effect of the vacuum to draw out all kinds of waste matter, mucus, phlegm, etc. from the body. So it leads to a very, very deep level of cleansing. How is it used for raising consciousness? The Sushumna nadi is the channel through which consciousness moves or consciousness is accessed. We have 7 major chakras from the Mooladhara all the way to the Sahasrara. Some people may disagree, they may have different opinions, but basically there are 7 major chakras lined up along the spine. As energy begins to move up the spine, different chakras or levels of consciousness, they become activated. When these different levels of chakras, different levels of consciousness get activated, our view, our attitudes, our understanding, our perspectives begin to change, and we begin to see ourselves also in a very different light. Understand that spiritual practices are less about the external world and much more about the internal world. So we have to work on the insides. And then as the cleansing is done, as the energy begins to move up, our consciousness begins to change, our view of things begins to change. We see things differently, we respond to things differently, and so changes happen. Our attitude changes, our approach changes. Once the consciousness is activated or higher consciousness is activated, what does it result in? See, consciousness is that part of our being which creates our reality. Think about this. Consciousness is what is connected with our reality. How we see things, how we perceive ourselves is what our own reality is. So there is maybe less of an objective reality, but it's more of a subjective reality, and that is what matters to most. As you begin to move your energy up, access different levels of consciousness, you are able to change the way things are. That can also result in your different experience of your uh, life, your surroundings, and so on. Who should start doing, or when should one start doing these techniques? Ideally, one should start doing these techniques only after due preparation is done. And therefore, I will leave it at this and hope you will learn from this. And I will see you sometime. Namaste.